September 2005. I was 6 years old, living in a small town called Morani, and my dad was just about to come home from work. And I'd forgotten to do my jobs, so I quickly ran out and did them, came back, he came home, all good. And what happened when Dad got home was a surprise to me. He said, "Hey, did you do those things?" And I said, "Yes, I did, of course." And he said, "Well, here's this." And he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out 4 silver coins and he gave them to me. And the amount was so insignificant, I can't remember what it was, probably like 85 cents. But I remember feeling so blown away that I got given something, not even paid for jobs, but it was like a reward. I've thought about how that made me feel for years afterwards. It was such a big deal to me, but I never really thought about how it made Dad feel. So I called him and I asked him. Here we go. Hey, g'day, how are you?
Going all right.
I just want to see if you remember something. When we were at the brick house, so I would have been like 6, and I did some jobs or something or other, and you came home from work and you gave me like a handful of coins out of your pocket for doing the jobs.
Right.
Do you remember that?
Nah, not off the top of my head.
No, that's as I suspected. It's not really a surprise to me that he didn't even remember the interaction. Wasn't an important moment to him, right? He just had some loose change in his pocket and honestly probably just wanted to get rid of it. So he gave it to me and I was overjoyed. I wonder how many times we go through life and we do things that completely change someone's day, change someone's week or year, and we don't even realize it. For better or for worse. Jesus tells a story in Matthew 25 about a king that returns. It's him. And he comes back and he tells all his people, "When I was hungry, you fed me. When I was thirsty, you gave me something to drink. When I was a stranger, you let me in." And all of his people basically say, No, we didn't. You were never a stranger to us. You were never hungry. Are you thirsty now? Do you want something to drink now? Is that like you trying to hint at that? The king, Jesus, says, "No, because when you did those things to my people, you did them to me." In Titus, Paul says that the redeemed Christians, ambassadors, us, are eager to do good. I know when I hear something like that, I think, yes, I am eager to do good, and I'm going to change so many lives, I'm going to do so much good, and I'm going to change the world, and it's going to be amazing. But then assignments are due, the family stuff is tense, and you find yourself making promises to yourself, to God, that you just can't keep. I'm going to change the world. I'm going to change the world. Have you ever heard of the fruits of the Spirit? Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, gentleness, faithfulness, goodness, self-control. They are a key part of the Christian faith. And if you don't know what they are, that's okay. Imagine this. You're walking through a garden with a friend. There's lots of nice fruit trees around, and you walk past a little lemon tree. Hasn't got any fruit on it yet. It's just a little tree. And you walk past and can you hear that? Friend says, "No, what are you talking about?" Can you hear that? It's like someone screaming. And you lean down and you realize it's the lemon tree. Just shrieking. "Fruit! I'm gonna make fruit!" How insane is it to imagine a tree striving, working hard, just thinking to itself, "I'm going to make the best fruit and I'm going to do it all by myself." No, trees need 3 things to make fruit. They need water, fertilizer, and good soil, right? Just the same, fruits of the Spirit. You can't make them. You can't find them. You can't stumble over them or produce them through all your striving and promises of being a good person. Fruits of the Spirit, you need 3 things. You need God's word, time spent with Him, and time spent in community. Joyful, kind, generous, patient, loving, full of self-control. These are all ways that you can be described, that I want to be described as. But it's not anything to do with being a good person. These are the fruits of the Spirit that you get by spending time with God, in community, reading His word. I know that if we do this, we let these fruit grow within us, we can be a movement of young people, of ambassadors going through life day by day, changing people's lives, and we wouldn't even know it.